Every child has the right to an identity, to survive, grow, and thrive in health, to learn, play, and gain skills for life, to feel safe, protected, and free from harm. This is the promise of the SDGs, our commitment to every child, everywhere. But while that promise holds true for many children, it remains out of reach for countless others. Thousands, even millions, still face poverty, hunger, illness, and violence, or remain invisible within the very systems meant to care for and protect them. Achieving the SDGs will help make this promise a reality for these children and for all children. Poverty impacts children in many different ways. It deprives them of their rights to essential services and limits opportunities for their growth and development. While poverty among families has declined over the years, child poverty has remained largely unchanged in recent years. In 2023, 23.4% of children lived in poor families, barely different from 23.9% in 2018. In both years, about 9.3 million children were poor, over 2.8 million of them in families struggling to afford even enough food. 1 in every 10 poor children lives in either the Bicol region or BARM, more than in any other region. Interestingly, BARM stands out for a notable drop in child poverty. Child poverty remains a persistent challenge, one that calls for bold, targeted, and sustained action. The Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028 renews that commitment to ending poverty in all its forms, with children at the heart of that promise. Hunger and malnutrition affect children's growth, learning, and overall well-being, holding them back from reaching their full potential. While malnutrition is declining, progress remains slow and uneven, keeping it a serious public health concern. Stunting remains prevalent, more among children under 5, while wasting, overweight, and obesity are more common among school-aged children and adolescents. From 2021 to 2023, stunting declined slightly, from 26.7% to 23.6%, but not significantly. Overweight and obesity among 5 to 19-year-olds also dropped marginally, while wasting increased. Regional disparities persist. Mimaropa has the highest rates of wasting and underweight. BARM leads in stunting. Central Luzon and Ilocos region have the most cases of overweight and obesity. Food sufficiency and diet quality are key drivers of persistent malnutrition. In 2021, 9 out of 10 children aged 6 to 23 months did not meet the minimum acceptable diet. While most received meals frequently, only 1 in 10 had access to diverse and nutritious food. Many households still fall short of the recommended daily energy intake, and nearly 1 in 3 face moderate to severe food insufficiency. Despite substantial investments in community interventions and school-based feeding programs, more targeted efforts are needed to build capacity and promote behavior change among service providers, caregivers, and children. Stronger policies are also essential to regulate food marketing, especially those aimed at children. A child's health begins with a mother's well-being. Their health is deeply connected and vital for survival, growth, and lifelong development. More women are giving birth in health facilities. 9 in 10 in 2022, up from 6 in 2013. Skilled birth attendance has also improved, rising from 7 in 10 to 9 in the same period. Yet in BARM, only 4 in 10 women give birth in a facility or with skilled support. So why are children still dying? In 2022, the under 5 mortality rate was 26 deaths per 1,000 live births, barely lower than 27 in 2017 and 32 in 2013. Neonatal and infant mortality have seen little change over the last decade. During the same period, coverage of antenatal care by skilled health professionals dropped from 95% in 2013 to 86% in 2022, and fewer women are completing the recommended 4 visits. Vaccination coverage is also declining. Zero-dose children, those who haven't received any basic vaccines, rose to 11.2% in 2022, from just 3.8% in 2013. Only 7 in 10 children were fully immunized, just 1 percentage point higher than in 2013. In BARM, 3 in 5 children did not receive vaccines at all. Only 1 in 5 are fully immunized. The leading causes of death among children aged 1 to 4, infectious, parasitic, and respiratory diseases, are largely preventable with vaccines. These gaps highlight the urgent need for stronger surveillance, better vaccine promotion, and more targeted maternal and child health interventions. New or previously hidden threats to child health and survival have taken shape, calling for urgent, targeted, and adaptive responses. Confirmed HIV cases among children under 18 rose 6-fold from 48 in 2015 to 289 in 2024, growing at 22% annually, twice the rate seen in adults. And with 2025 already nearing last year's total, the trend is accelerating. Nearly 3 in every 10 confirmed cases among children in the 10-year period were children aged below 15. Road accidents claimed 4% of all child and adolescent deaths in 2023. 1 in 10 road fatalities involved a young person. Safer roads and stronger protection measures are urgently needed. Mental health is another growing concern. Suicidality among the youth in particular. Suicidal thoughts among youth aged 15 to 21 more than doubled from 8% in 2013 to 17% in 2021, twice as high among females. Suicide attempts rose from 3% to 7.5%, with family problems as the leading cause. In 2023, 2 in 10 registered deaths from intentional self-harm were among adolescents aged 10 to 19. These signals call for stronger surveillance, better mental health support, and targeted interventions to protect every child and adolescent. Education empowers children to learn, grow, and shape their future. It is central to the SDGs and to building a more productive, inclusive, and resilient society. While learning outcomes are improving, progress remains only halfway toward the SDG targets. More students are completing elementary and junior high school. Between 2015 and 2023, completion rates rose from 84% to 92.8% in elementary, and from 74% to 82.5% in junior high. Cohort survival also improved, reaching 93.5% in elementary and 84% in junior high. But senior high school tells a different story. Completion dropped from 81.7% to 73.3%, and survival from 82.7% to 75.7%. In learning proficiency, modest gains were seen in elementary reading and math. 7 in 10 grades 2 and 3 students met the minimum reading level in 2023, up from 6 in 2016. Math proficiency rose from 41.9% to 50%. Progress stalls in junior high. Reading proficiency remains at 42% and math at just 17%, unchanged since 2016. Early learning also lags. Participation among 5-year-olds barely moved from 77.2% in 2015 to 77.5% in 2023, off track for the 2030 SDG target. Attendance among children aged 3 to 4 remains very low. The ECCD System Act of 2025, or RA 12199, aims to change that, ensuring every child under 5 has access to early education, health, nutrition, and social services for holistic development. Some of the most persistent threats to children are hidden in plain sight, practices that violate their rights and limit their future. Child, early, and forced marriages and unions, often linked to adolescent pregnancies, continue to deprive young girls of education and expose them to poverty, violence, and poor health. There are signs of progress, though. Early marriage among girls is slowly declining, from 2.2% to 1.5% before age 15, and from 16.5% to 9.4% before age 18 between 2017 and 2022. Teenage pregnancy also dropped from 8.6% to 5.4%, and adolescent birth rates fell from 47 to 25 per 1,000. Still, we remained far from the SDG target of 12 by 2030. And one trend is deeply concerning. Registered births by girls aged 10 to 14 rose by 6.6%, from 2,411 in 2019 to 3,343 in 2023. Preventing teenage pregnancy means ensuring access to comprehensive sex education and reproductive health services. RA 11596, passed in 2021, prohibits and penalizes child marriage. As of 2023, there were registered marriages involving children aged 15 to 18 years old. Child labor is another harmful practice that continues to affect many children. It robs children of their time to learn, play, and grow, placing them in unsafe environments and holding them back from life's opportunities. Encouragingly, it has been cut in half between 2021 and 2024. Still, over 500,000 children remain in hazardous work, when they should be safe, learning and playing at home or in school. Every child has the right to a name, a nationality, and a safe space to grow. But for many, that right is threatened by discrimination, violence, exploitation, and abuse. Violence against children, including online sexual abuse and exploitation, bullying, and other forms of harm, continue to violate children's dignity and safety. In 2021, only 7 in 10 children under 5 were registered for birth, just one less than in 2015. There are still children lacking in legal identity. Without it, they may have limited access to healthcare, education, and other opportunities. New data from 2022 reveals that 3 in 5 children aged 1 to 14 experienced violent discipline. Half were subjected to physical aggression and nearly 40% to physical punishment. 1 in 10 adults still believe that physical punishment is needed to bring up, raise, or educate a child properly. Bullying remains widespread in the country. In 2022, 3 in 10 15-year-olds reported frequent bullying in school, still the highest among 80 countries, despite a slight decline from 2018. Online sexual abuse and exploitation of children, or OSAIC, is another growing threat. Sadly, the country still lacks a reliable national data source to track and respond effectively. Currently, we rely on cybertips, a widely used international indicator of OSAIC. In 2024, the country received at least 1.7 million cybertips, second only to India's. Violence, whether physical, emotional, or online, leaves lasting scars. It affects children's health, education, and future livelihoods. Yet the true scale may be far greater than what data shows. Many cases go unreported, hidden by fear, social norms, and gaps in awareness. Fragmented and opaque reporting systems and limited indicators make tracking difficult. We've made real progress for children under the SDGs, but too many remain left behind. Their rights denied because of who they are, where they live, or the circumstances they face. We have the chance to change that, to ensure every child is seen, protected, and given the opportunity to thrive. That means investing in smart data, timely, granular, coordinated, quality assured, and innovative. And making data use in governance routine, driving action down to the barangays. The Philippine statistical system is laying the foundation with milestones like the Statistical Framework on Children, new indicators on child discipline, early development, and multidimensional poverty, a TWG on children and youth indicators, and the launch of the SDG data platform and Situation of Children virtual platform. Digital systems and innovations across government, academia, and civil society are also transforming how we track children and outcomes. The community-based monitoring system is emerging as a powerful tool for SDG localization. Still, critical gaps in timeliness, availability, accessibility, and use persist. Surveys and administrative systems must be strengthened and complemented by innovative, non-traditional data sources, with data governance that embeds child rights and prioritizes integration, quality, and open data. We invite everyone to help build effective data ecosystems for children, especially those unseen and unheard. Finding them is only the beginning. Acting on what we find for our children and their children is what makes the difference.